What's the difference? Structural versus cyclical unemployment. Have you ever wondered why some people struggle to find jobs even when the economy seems to be doing well? This brings us to the concepts of structural and cyclical unemployment. Understanding these two types of unemployment can help us grasp how the economy functions and how it affects people's lives. Structural unemployment occurs when there is a mismatch between the skills of workers and the jobs available. This can happen even when the economy is performing at its potential output. For example, if new technology replaces certain jobs, workers may find themselves without the necessary skills for available positions. This type of unemployment is often long-lasting because it requires workers to either learn new skills or move to different locations where jobs are available. On the other hand, cyclical unemployment is tied to the business cycle. It happens when the economy is not performing at its potential output, usually during recessions. When economic growth slows down, demand for goods and services drops. This leads to layoffs and a rise in unemployment. As the economy begins to recover and approaches its potential output, cyclical unemployment typically decreases. From a macroeconomic viewpoint, recognizing these differences is essential for creating effective policies. Addressing structural unemployment often involves improving labor market flexibility. This can include education and retraining programs that help workers gain new skills. It may also involve incentives for workers to relocate to areas with job openings. Cyclical unemployment can be tackled through fiscal and monetary policies. These policies aim to stimulate demand in the economy, encouraging businesses to hire again and helping the economy return to its potential output level. In summary, structural unemployment reflects long-term changes in the economy, while cyclical unemployment is a result of short-term economic fluctuations. Understanding these differences allows policymakers to implement the right strategies to reduce unemployment and support economic growth. By focusing on the specific nature of unemployment, we can better address the challenges faced by workers and the economy as a whole.